Good day, folks, and welcome to Journey of the Anointed with Mr. Buzz. This is another video that probably won't make me extremely popular with some people, but the Lord would like me to talk about this, so I'm going to. Now, a lot of people, YouTube has made tarot readers very popular, and there's thousands of them. They make big money, some of them, and their channels are very popular, and you will find that they're trying to mix Christianity with reading tarot cards as if that is okay to do. It certainly is not. So, tarot is divination. And the Bible is very clear that divination is forbidden, completely forbidden, and it's just not part of Christianity at all. Okay, it can't be. Now, people argue and they say, yeah, but they read these tarot cards and what they said was actually true. Oh, yeah, I'm not saying it's not accurate. I'm not saying that that tarot doesn't work. It does work. It absolutely does. It's just forbidden. Okay, I can do magic and sorcery that works just fine. It'll get the desired result every time. I was actually quite skilled at that. But I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm saying it's forbidden. And you will be, I don't even want to say reprimanded, you'll be punished severely for messing with it. I was punished for my involvement in magic. I never get into into divination. I was into casting sigils. That was my thing. And invoking, you almost call it a little bit of ceremonial magic. I was invoking spirits and things, and I shouldn't have been playing around with. The punishment was so severe, I lost everything I had. Okay, every last thing. I lost my business. I lost my marriage. I lost all my friends. Right down to I had nothing but the clothes on my back by the end of it. I lost everything and everyone that was important to me. That's what'll happen. Plus, I get really sick. I ended up with severe. I needed dental surgery big time. I was at death's door, actually, at one point. I needed thousands of dollars worth of dental surgery, or I was going to die. I had to go in debt for that. And I just lost my business and everything, but I went in debt and just never paid for it because I went bankrupt. I lost everything, and I didn't pay for my dental surgery either. It went on a credit card I had. There's nothing I could do. It was either that or die. But that was my punishment. That was literally my punishment. So you don't want to mess with this. Okay, so now you say, yeah, but I'm not reading the tarot cards. I'm just watching it. That's being involved in it. If you're watching any of the tarot readers on YouTube, you need to stop unless you want to be severely punished by God. He is about to judge this world. He's already started. And it's going to be a swift judgment, and it's going to be severe. He doesn't mess around. When God's judgment comes upon this world, you want to be on the right side of it. Trust me. If you're on the wrong side of it, there's no regret you'll ever have or could ever have that'll be as great as this one. When the judgment comes and you realize this is not like regular discipline you've ever gotten before, this is divine discipline. And he doesn't mess around. I'm telling you, he doesn't. And he doesn't give leniency for certain things. He doesn't, case-by-case basis. Well, he was pretty good in all these other things, so I'll let him off with this. What you're guilty of, you'll be convicted of, and you'll be punished for. It's that simple. It's time people realize this. The Lord is merciful and has much grace for us, but he's also just and thorough. And he doesn't mess around. He does not like divination, period. Plain and simple. If you're watching tarot readers, you got to stop, or he's going to kick your ass all over town when judgment comes upon you. Think of this as just a friendly warning. I've watched it in the past too, and before I realized what the rules actually are. I got into some of those tarot readers too, and yes, everything they told me was accurate. I've had to repent for those things, and I completely stay away from it now. If you've done it, it's fine. It's not. I shouldn't say it's fine. Repent, turn to the Lord, and say, "I'm sorry, Lord. I didn't realize how severe this transgression was. Now I do. I will not engage in this anymore. Ask Him for your forgiveness, and just don't do it anymore. He'll forgive you. There's no question. He will. That's what I say about His mercy and His grace. It's wonderful. He'll forgive you for anything except for one thing. The only thing He won't forgive you for is blasphemy. That's the unforgivable sin. The Lord doesn't forgive that one. If you were to ridicule Him as if, He's ridiculous, or question the whole authority of heaven as if it doesn't have any authority over you, or, there's many ways you can blaspheme. You don't want to do that, because He will not forgive that. That's the only, as far as I know, it's the only one He doesn't forgive. So don't do that. Don't even come close to doing that. You have to have respect for the one who created you. But divination and sorcery, anything of that nature, He really doesn't like it. And He is about all those tarot readers who think they're doing all great on YouTube and they're making good money and you get a big following. Their worlds are about to come crashing down, I promise you. I promise you. And the Lord is letting me in on these things. I've got inside information here. I know this for a fact. I'm not guessing. I'm telling you what is definitely coming. He's not very happy with those who have been involved in divination. So if you're checking out the tarot readers, word to the wise, turn away from it, repent, be forgiven, which you will be. And if you're looking for something like prophecy, like you want to know, there are prophets who can. They're not going to do the same thing as the tarot readers and divine, right? That's called divining. But they can offer you a prophetic word if you find the real ones. It might not be the same as a tarot reader, but it's going to keep your butt out of the fires of hell. So I'd say it's a better option. I'd say it's a much better option. And there's lots of them. There's lots of prophets that He's fine with. He trains prophets Himself. So just stay away from the tarot readers, the fortune tellers, the gypsies, anybody using, like, reading tea leaves. They have these envelopes full of little cards sometimes, and they pull one out, and that's another form of divination. There's all kinds of forms of it. Any of it's divination, and you need to stay away from it. If you want to stay on the Lord's good side, you have to stay away from it. It's something He really, I'm telling you, He really dislikes it. So, just that word to the wise. And remember, if you want to prepare for Jesus' return, that's probably a good idea too, because He's coming back soon. And yeah, you don't want Him to catch you reading tarot cards either. Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. He is the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings.